What up, Aarona fam? Today's card of the day is the Lovers. And I'm going to be doing the Virgo Viewpoint podcast. I have a dozen headlines that I want to talk about today. But also, I made a video for Sex, Flicks, and Chills like hours ago. I did it at the Magic Johnson AMC Theater. I also made a commercial for my Virgo Viewpoint podcast at the Magic Johnson Theater, and I showed all of the historical pictures and everything like that, and the landscape of Harlem and supporting Black business. I did all of that earlier. And if you've been listening to my Virgo Viewpoint podcast, you know that I always open with the news, always talk about supporting Black business, and then I hit y'all with the tarot card of the day. While I was at the theater, I meditated to pull a card for the collective, and of course, the Lovers showed up. I learned that today was National Coming Out Day, and this represents the divine masculine and feminine. So you see a guy and a girl in the card, but it represents the divine masculine and the divine feminine, which takes place in all partnerships. In the back, you see that heel in the middle. That's the phallic symbol. Okay, passion, and see the man. The divine masculine, he's on fire, okay? And the divine feminine, she's faced with choices. You see, the Garden of Eden in the background. You see that snake and everything, the apple tree, all of that. So the divine feminine is riddled with choices that she needs to make. And the divine masculine is on fire and thinks from a place of passion. And then you see the angel above them, basically trying to guide them and lead them in their partnership. This is the divine masculine and feminine that balance each other, okay? So although we may be dating and have several mates, or, there are several people in your dating history that you come across, the person who's your person, your divine masculine, your divine feminine, you're always being guided together, whether you see it or not. And that's why you have the big sun available at the top, shining down, because it's destined. And not necessarily the future is bright. The future is bright. That's why the sun is out. But it's also a pleasing partnership. It's a balanced partnership. It gives you energy both ways. And so basically everything that I'm hearing for this is just follow your intuition in relationships. Follow it. You feel certain things, you get certain reactions, you think of certain people when you wake up in the morning, when you go to sleep, when you are doing certain things, the person that's always on your mind, the person that you're always thinking about in the back of your mind, all of those things, for everyone, is the divine masculine and feminine for you. And start to think of ways to nurture that relationship. Like I said, you see the little phallic symbol in the background, the little heel, and they're standing, both represented on the card, but they're standing apart. Okay? And this is about bridging the gap, and you see the clouds in the middle, right here. You know what I'm saying? It's cloudiness and confusion going on between the two. Okay? And so basically, what the angel is there to do is to clear up the cloudiness and confusion so that they recognize each other for who they really are. This is also symbolic of, say, society or just other things. A lot of times we can miss what's right in front of us because of our own wounds, our own thoughts, our own conditioning, outside everything, opinions, all of that. And it creates this cloudiness. It creates this gap. It creates this distance between us and our beloved. All right. And the divine feminine and masculine want to be together. They want to figure out their differences. They just need better communication. This is about instinct. This is about compassion. There's a compassion that needs to be on both ends, the masculine and the feminine, because there's just things that both need that they're not coming eye to eye with, but it's because they're not addressing their needs. and they're not trusting what they feel. So that's what I got here. My name isn't Aaron. My father's name is, though. All right. That's the Lover's Card. I'll talk about it a little more on the podcast. I will be doing some readings, $5 a question. If you want to get a reading from me, I'll put my Cash App and my Venmo on. I'll put it in here, but I'll also advertise this on YouTube since Facebook and Twitter is doing whatever, and I don't care to be involved in all of that. And I'm about to head on out of here. I'm at Starbucks. I'm about to head on out of here and finish what I had to do. All I've been trying to do all day is literally sit in a corner and get everything done that I want to get done. And it's largely because I've been backed in this corner where everything I need to do has just piled up, and I'm not interested in anything else. I'm interested in getting out of I'm interested in getting out of this corner that I've been backed in, and I'm interested in moving on with my life. So, I got businesses to start. I got stuff to do, and everything else is just not important to me. Just like people in here asking me what's my Instagram. I'll have another one, but right now, fuck it. Who cares? Since people want to spend time and energy to take it down, y'all have fun with that. I'm finna keep building. That's everything for now.